Hello, everyone. Jonathan Dean here.
And Elvin Handy.
I'd like to welcome you to
Off the Axis
Podcast. I got a good show for you this week. We're going to keep it short. Not a lot going on in the news.
No, not too much.
A few highlights, but it's been a pretty boring last couple weeks. As we wait for us to bomb Iran again, it's going to be a little slow until the time comes.
Yeah, that's true. Hope that doesn't happen.
Hopefully not. Or, if it does, hopefully we're in and out. I just don't see a lot lot benefit from it. So,
No, I don't see benefit from doing that at all.
No.
Oh, my gracious.
Not my people, not my problem.
No, not at all.
All right, what you got today, Elvin? What you got for us?
All right, so our first topic, I wanted to talk about the Epstein files that were recently released not too long ago. But apparently, according to Alex Jones, and according to some media outlets as well, the Mamdani and the DOJ didn't release the complete $3 million. They only released like part of it.
I think it was $6 million total.
Right, it was
$6 million. They released
total.
what, three and a half?
They released 3. But on Saturday, Valentine's Day, they promised to release the extra $3 million.
And they released the same ones, didn't they?
And I'm not sure they released the same one. I think they released part of the $3 million, but they didn't release the complete batch of $3 million.
I was reading that they released mostly the same files, just they unredacted a bunch of them.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was reading. It's almost the same shit.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Nearly the same files. I think they added a little bit in, but they unredacted anything other than victim names, I believe.
Oh, wow. So I got a video where Alex Jones is talking about this. It's very funny.
I like Alex, man. I've been watching Alex Jones for over a decade. And, I can only think of one time where he really got it wrong.
Yeah, I know that one time.
Where did he get it wrong? That one ruined his life, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. But they taking it too far because he was letting people know on a podcast he just did recently that they're suing him for $2.75 trillion.
Yeah, that seems legit. More than the GDP of 25% of the world's nations.
Right, exactly.
Jeez.
2.75 trillion. I mean, they turned it into a hit job pretty much. They're just trying to silence his voice at this point.
It'll never happen.
No, not to Alex Jones. No, he'll record in a basement.
yeah, for sure. We'll let him come on here for free. We'll host Alex every day. Alex, this is our official invite to you. We want you. All right, what you got going on here?
News, and I see all over X and the letter from the DOJ. We've released all the files. We've complied with Congress. We've unredacted the names, and we've released the list, the Epstein list, and here it is. And so I go check it and look and see a bunch of new stuff, and I go, okay, and I'm like, wow, this is really great public pressure, because I'd heard from people at the White House that no, they're going to unredact what's been released next week, so you should be happy. I thought, my goodness, this is better than I thought. And normally I would go do a bunch of checking, but it's Valentine's evening. I'm about to go do a podcast. I go check it some. It's all over the place. Fox News headline. Here's the letter from the DOJ. Because it's one thing a year ago, or a little less than a year ago, to have Bondi call some influencers to the White House and then give them binders, and 98% of it is old stuff, and it's almost no information.
Yeah, that was
David Barack's name is in there. I guess one little Easter egg that we already knew about. And we were the first to read it that day and do a report saying, folks, this is not real. This is old. I got attacked for attacking Trump by a lot of the listeners. Oh, how dare you? No, this is the files. I'm like, no, it's not. We've seen almost all of this, but 2 pages or whatever, 4 pages, something like that. And you can see the reports I did. And I was just like, wow, this is, and then Bondi was like, well, I'd been told this was it, but now I learned it's in New York, and they have 24 hours to give it to me, and we're going to go take it. They didn't give it to her, so they made the head of the FBI there resign, and they went and grabbed it, and then it got sent out to the FBI's call service and said, but he still didn't have confidence to do anything. That was in March.
My binder.
And so this is worse than that. Here she is yesterday. Oh, yeah,
APAC
I released everything. Oh,
bullshit.
it's all out there. And again, when I saw that and saw a bunch of new files and stuff they did put out, still it's only 2% roughly.
So you see it says Mamdani has officially dropped all 3.5 million pages.
All 3.5. Yeah, all 3.5, guys, because 3.5 is it.
Epstein.
We all know it was 6 million.
Yeah, all 3.5. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Over the weekend, they promised that they would do the complete 6 million, the extra 3 million, but
It's never happening.
yeah, it's never happened.
I thought, wow, I mean, there's no way they just sit to Congress who passed a law on this. There's no way, because that's perjury, basically. They weren't under oath in Congress. It's a separate branch of government, but still, Bondi cannot be this stupid. This is an impeachable offense, folks.
Good, get rid of her.
To tell everybody on a Saturday night, here's everything, we've complied, all the files have been released, after she got destroyed last week in Congress.
Oh, she got
absolutely
destroyed in the congressional hearings, guys. Let me tell you, yeah,
she did.
Anyone on Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever, any of these people claiming that Pam Bondi held her own and she really stuck it to the libs, and it's a lie. That is bullshit. Pam Bondi was treading water this far with her nose above it, about to drown the whole time. She may have drowned and been revived, resuscitated several times.
Yeah.
It was horrible. She looked like a fool. She made the president look like a fool. She made the whole administration look foolish. It was sad.
She was deflecting a lot. Like they'll try to talk to her about something concerning Epstein, and she'll go back to how good the DOJ is doing at cleaning up crime around the country.
or why didn't you release all of the? Well, why didn't they release them all? Well, why didn't you? Well, why didn't they? What are we in high school, Pam Bondi? Grow up, lady. Grow up. Jeez.
Do this.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, it is just absolutely wild. And so it may have gotten them a shot in the arm, as everybody basically, for the first few hours believed it, until they dug in deeper. Again, on a Saturday night. Normally you release something a Friday afternoon if you really want to bury it. But you release something on a Valentine's Day, Saturday night at like 6 o'clock in the evening. I mean, they are really trying to hide this. And again, I've never found something we've seen going back involved.
Well, little
but by
did they
extension,
know
he now is.
that all the young people are single, because the opposite sex, whether you're a male or female, sucks. So no one was at Valentine's Day dinner, and everyone was waiting for the files.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell, we went to dinner the night before because we were so excited for the files.
Yeah.
Other world leaders, intelligence agency heads, foreign leaders. And the conversations are about cannibalism and death and overthrowing governments and cloning and taking control of human evolution by injecting mutagens into our bodies that kills most people.
Okay, so that's the part I wanted you guys to hear when you were talking about the cannibalism, and then it kind of ties into drinking the children's blood and things like that. Because he was on another podcast and he was explaining it more in depth to how the cannibalism works and how they like to drink children's blood.
Drink blood. They like to scare them and kill them to extract adrenochrome, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he was talking about adrenochrome. And he's saying that most of the kids that they like to drink the blood from are black kids because they want the DNA from black people. And he actually had
what reason?
He actually had a guy that went to prison for this. His name is Peter Nygard, and he went to prison for paying black women primarily in Africa to have their children, and he would drink the blood from their children. And it was other elite rich people that was doing it along with him.
Oh my goodness. Can we just go back 20 years? Let's go back 20 years, guys. And rather than the whole Epstein thing, let's just do Chappelle's show. We want Cambodian breast milk, damn it. The finest Cambodian breast milk.
The thing with them was it was more aligned with, they wanted the aspect of how black people age slower. So they think that if they drink the blood from black people that they'll get that slowing of the age.
And that's the craziest train of thought I've ever heard. Because what your skin ages slower?
Yeah, that's
your skin is it. Because I'm pretty sure black people have a lower life expectancy than whites.
I'm not sure.
I'm fairly certain it's a few years lower than whites, but that could also be environmental. That could be.
I know our immune system is higher.
You have a higher immune system?
We do have a higher
No kidding. I did not know that.
Yeah, I haven't been sick in over 3 years.
Well, screw your black ass. my old settler ass.
A lot of black people, die earlier because of their eating habits, not necessarily because of their
But
biological.
that's environmental factors.
Yeah, because
family,
they
not
like to
having.
eat a lot of salt. They like to eat a lot of sugar. Yeah,
But white people don't season enough.
that's a good thing though. That's a
Damn
good thing.
right. I want my food boiled.
But you got to listen. This is crazy. I never had heard of this.
And they're talking about draining kids of blood. They're talking about, have you seen all this stuff?
I haven't seen that in the files yet because
I
I
heard
was on
about
the
this
plane.
in
But
Hollywood, but I didn't think it was actually
Look, we could go through that.
happening in real time.
we can go through that.
Leonardo DiCaprio's been implicated.
And you're gonna see he actually has this guy on video that went to prison for this, asking black women for their babies. Like,
What?
You'll see.
New ones today is huge email list of him and Woody Allen talking about, yeah, you know, I'm mainly on a human diet. I'm cannibalism. It's really made me lose weight. I grind the bones up for fiber. And then they talk about in other emails, the last tranche, about, yeah, I've been on this cannibalism diet for a while, but now I'm going to get off this for a while.
Wow. And this is in the emails?
It's in the emails.
What about Jay-Z?
Wait.
Well, here's the
So
deal.
these are direct emails.
People like P. Diddy are
That's what happened
spinoffs.
to Sam.
Adam Jones.
Yo, he's not
over
made
the
art.
line.
He's not made art.
No, but Diddy had his, like,
a
his
side
own little
arc.
weird stuff, yeah.
And if you
Side
look, there's
journey.
people connected to Epstein.
Side journey.
They set up feeders into it. So it's kind of like minor leagues.
Okay.
Like you got the minor league baseball teams.
Big league and minor league. He was a little league. Hey, boy, go over there.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, Peter Nygard, you can look him up. Peter Nygard was a whole other thing. Is he had an island in the Caribbean,
Yep.
and they had all these women come that would have babies, and they'd sign them over, they'd cesarean them. So if they kill them before they're born, or they take them out before they're born, they don't legally as a person.
Oh, my.
And then the thing is, it would artificially inseminate the women. And then if the baby is your baby, the stem cells are like 100 times or more powerful.
Yes.
So then they would drain the babies of their bone marrow, their blood, and inject them in these old men. Some of the clients were George Herbert Walker Bush and others. And the thing is, Nygard's in prison right now for this in Canada. But Nygard is on TV shows admitting and like telling women, hey, I'll take your period blood, I'll take a baby, I'll take whatever, I'll pay you for this. A baby's really what we want. And so, yeah.
I'll take your period blood.
Okay.
Wait. Nigga, stop the show. Blood babies?
Listen, I'm not saying this because you're black. It's just the truth. If you pull up the Peter Nygard thing, because you
Pull it
know
up, Peter Nygard.
you know about dominant recessive genes, right?
Yeah.
So, like whether it's a black bull or a black bird, or a black lizard, for whatever reason, the expression of black pigment in the original genetics, not just in humans, but in every species, most stuff's black. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For whatever reason,
Bro,
that's
it looks crazy.
so the point is that he's got all these African supermodels who are like Congolese and Central Africans. Those are pure blacks. And he's saying, I will pay you for your babies because I want their blood. Because if he gets one of them pregnant,
Look at this.
and it's already
He
his,
looks crazy, right?
Bro, look at this crazy cracker. Oh, my. Oh, he
He looks like he
definitely.
drank blood.
Oh, he definitely drinks blood, but it's not working. It's not working. He looks like the freaking crypt keeper. It's not working,
And
bro.
he actually looked like a vampire.
Give it up, dude. Try something else.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not
It,
working.
it's not working
The
for him.
Botox did better. Look at his forehead. It's smoother than mine.
Yeah, you do got a smooth forehead.
Yeah, that's that tox.
Yeah,
That bro
kid, there's no
tox.
rejection
Yeah,
like an
both
organ. And then the stem cells are 100 times better because a white person, it is the big joke, like the black Israelites, you're a cave-dwelling mutant. Well, yeah, it is like X-Men. Whites are mutants, but blacks have mutations too. The point is that they want black babies. That's what they call it, walnut sauce in all the documents, for blood transfusions. That's what's come out about P. Diddy demanding the black guy give him blood and all that, because it's what you want. So the best blood transfusion or stem cell would be from a black
what you
person.
want.
And then the best stem cells would be from a black woman. The way to supercharge that is to get a black woman pregnant, kill your baby and drain it, because now it's part you get full download. So you can pull up footage of Nygard trying to get black women to sell them babies on TV.
What?
Yo,
I know this sounds, folks, I'm just telling you what's going on.
No,
You can't make this
I-
up.
I'm not saying-
We could probably find it.
Salad
It's on
sauce. I
YouTube.
don't know
These are
if that's
vampires.
It's on YouTube, guaranteed.
The real vampires
Yeah.
actually kill their own children. Well, I've done a bunch of reports on it. Type in Peter Nygard, real life vampire. Just put it on X. Peter Nygard, real life vampire. I did a report last week on it.
Okay.
But I did a report 50 years ago before he got arrested. So I know, I've got sources.
So for those, because we're obviously kind of in this world, so we're listening to, like, yeah, we've heard this before. But for the people out there that might be like, what's going on here? Like, they might not be familiar with this stuff. Can you kind of explain, like, this whole ritual thing, baby thing? Why do they do it? How do they do it? Because people hear about the conspiracy theories and everything, but they don't really understand it. So if you could kind of, like, explain it for them.
Well, they got a video if you want to watch this.
Okay, we can watch this video here.
Yo,
Let's take a. Let's
what's with
play
that nigga's
this.
face, bro?
Look at it.
That's him without the black blood. Just he went from like looking totally young, like 85, to looking like Count Dracula, like a year without the black blood. By the way, I'm not just saying this because
That's
a bunch
what he
of black
looked like
folks working
after he
there.
stopped
This is what it
drinking?
is. Like, watch my report. I mean, let's play this.
Hey, black is beautiful.
It is.
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for, you know. I'm prepared to outbid him anyway. Whatever I bid, he's gonna outbid me. I bought about $60,000 worth of eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, you know, placenta, you know, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. We regard it as waste, and it actually should be. It should be captured as recycled, and it shouldn't go to waste. It's life for somebody, you know.
Him.
Okay, go.
Time out.
Yeah, he actually asking them for their babies and period blood.
Whoa. Like, this isn't even, it's not even like, not even being subtle about it.
No, he was on camera,
Dude, I'll give you $60,000 for your born baby. You got some unborn babies, we got some more money. That's insane, man. This is the world we're living in, and you and me are just regular people. This is out here happening.
Yeah, well, it happened mostly among the elites, but it's not really in our world, but it's in their world.
And you know, I've known it's going on. I've heard about it, but like, just to see someone so nonchalantly be like, "Hey, I'll give you $60K for your born baby." I'm trying to get that umbilical too. Look, you know, let me get that umbilical. What is going on around here?
It's crazy.
And it's life for
George R. Bush.
No, the best eggs are 60 to 18 years old. Those are the best eggs. The only reason
60 to 18-year-olds.
The older your eggs get, the weaker and weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, you may not be
The
target.
best candidate, like the best.
You remember when they made a report about the rise of abortions, how much death is happening?
Yeah, and here's, I may be jumping the gun on this, but here's what I'm noting. Okay, so we go back. Abortions predominantly happen in the black community.
That's what he about to say.
Is that what he's about to say?
Yeah.
Okay, and the black blood is worth the most. Margaret Sanger lived to be pretty old, didn't she?
Yeah, you putting it together, two and two together.
So the entire abortion program may have been created to harvest blacks.
Yeah, that's what he. That's what
At
he
this
kinda feel like.
point, just make us slaves again. Like, way better. Like, what the fudge, man? Like, we were slaves, but now they just eat us. No big deal, guys. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh. Is this why all these people are living so much longer than we are, bro?
It might be.
Like, is this why Warren Buffett's 100 years old and...
Yeah.
No, I'm just being facetious, but
Yeah,
you know,
no.
there's all these extremely wealthy people who live to be insane age. Obviously, when you have better medical treatment, you can live to be longer.
Yeah, I mean, David Rockefeller, he lived about 100.
But like, I can't imagine it's changing that much because they still eat shit food. Well, I guess they eat shit food when they're not eating babies. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm not shocked because I knew it would happen. Knew it was happening. I've heard Alex Jones talk about it in years past. I've seen other reports of it. Other people talk about it. We've watched the mock child sacrifices. We know about hundreds of thousands of children missing. We know about the abortions. It just all brings that one guy being like, "Yeah, I harvest blood and babies and $60K, lady." Like, just hearing that brings all the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah.
Like, it really does, man. Like, any doubt that I had, that guy just erased.
Yeah.
Any, you know, with anything in life, you know it to be true, but occasionally you may have experienced some sort of doubt.
Right.
That just erased all
I mean,
that.
that's on video. I mean, you.
We're looking for 16 to 18-year-olds who are trying to have babies so we can harvest them. I don't know.
But child sacrifice has been around for the ages, man. Even back during old times, they used to sacrifice children in other cultures too.
And at this point, it's
Yeah,
like,
that's something that the elites always have come
man,
to.
we came in and we rolled in, and these fucking, pardon my language, these Mayans are, cutting heads off and
Yeah, they
rolling them
do a lot of different
downstairs
sacrifices.
and murdering children. And, it's like, we brought Christianity and Western culture to this place of savages, and we refined it and sharpened it and created culture and created a place that is so much better than what it used to be. But is it?
Not at the top, I would say.
But is it? Or is it the same? And it was only the top before.
Yeah,
It's not like the peasants were
Yeah, we don't do
slaughter babies and drink their blood 1,000 years ago. Like, nothing's changed.
I think what it is, the people at the top, they gain so much power and wealth until it just becomes boring after a while, and they try to find that next high.
Yeah, go skydiving, like BMX bike. If you break some bones, you can get repaired. Buy a quick motorcycle. Start a NASCAR team. I don't know.
Yeah, but
anything other than eating babies.
Yeah, I would agree with you as well. I just think that their mind is just so much different than ours, especially if they were born into wealth. Like Andrew Tate talked about that before. Like, he was saying that he would rather be born poor and become rich instead of just being born into wealth, because you just get that certain personality where it's just like, I've always had everything since the age of 1. What else is there for me to do? Like, you just get that.
But there's some serious demented and spiritual issues going on with this. This isn't just we're rich and we need power. This is spiritual warfare. This is Satan.
Yeah.
And his minions taking deep hold on Earth.
Yeah.
Of humans.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
When you think about it, it's terrifying. It's truly terrifying.
Like, you got to worry about your baby coming up missing from the park and stuff, because this is where they go.
Right? Yeah,
it's like, they're gonna be sex trafficked. That's horrible. Yeah, but maybe they're sex trafficked and then murdered for their blood.
Right? Exactly. Man, it's crazy. Oh, so I just had one more for you guys on the Epstein thing.
I don't know if I can.
This is gonna go over more of Epstein's story and how he kind of got into the role he was in, the powerful role he was in, because Alex Jones explains to the audience that Epstein was pretty much handpicked by the Rothschilds family. He was pretty much a spokesperson for the Rothschilds family, and he kind of did their bidding for them. So Alex Jones, he's gonna go over how he landed into that spot.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you heard about that.
I know a little bit about it, but just from the releases that have been happening recently.
Yeah, because he said he was actually part of the Trilateral Commission.
Wow, he was real powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great question.
Good. Take it away.
Use your federal law enforcement training. We don't have to speculate. In the last tranche of 3 million emails released a few weeks ago, you have Ghislaine Maxwell, who was appointed by the UN, the head of the UN Sea Treaty, where the UN claims ownership of the ocean.
Yes.
She was the head of that.
Yeah.
She is in emails back to 2005, 6, 7.
So she owned the oceans.
With the Rothschild money, founding the Clinton Global Initiative.
And did you hear that? So they pretty much started the Clinton Foundation because the Rothschilds pretty much went through Ghislaine Maxwell for her to fund the founding of the Clinton Foundation.
And that's how I got started.
Yeah.
So the Clinton Global Initiative, the Clinton Foundation,
she founded that.
and the Clinton Library. Yeah, there's 3 foundations. But the Clinton Global Initiative, the money from the Rothschilds through her, and her dad was Robert Maxwell, the MI6 Mossad agent, all that.
Yeah.
Multi-billionaire, owned most of the media over there, newspapers, TV stations. Fell off the boat, And
he fell off the boat.
And that business is handed to him, to Epstein. And so with the Clintons, you have them literally being given the money by Epstein. So again, Epstein is David Rockefeller's factotum or his legate or his executioner, because again, when you're a powerful, super, ultra rich person, you got to have people you trust.
Of course.
And so this is like his demigod. And so he's the head of the Trial Commission. In the emails, and the Rothschilds admit it, yes, he is our main global representative of the richest family on earth. Okay? And this is admitted by the Rothschilds. They're apologizing today in the news. The King of England says, I'm ready to have my brother arrested. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is the mother lode, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is everything vindicated.
We're going to ask you about King Andrews and the Brits next. After
Absolutely.
This.
So I cannot I mean, you know me. You've been on my show, and it's not a slow news today, but hey, you're a great guest. Okay, yeah. No, you got good promise. But the point is, I got a fucking
soul.
No, you did a great job. What I'm saying is, I'm on my own show. I'm like that.
Yeah.
This I cannot.
No, this is a big deal.
This is not hype.
This is a big deal.
This is not hype.
It's real.
This is huge.
This is over the fucking top. I mean, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God.
Thank you, Lord.
History is Valentine's Day 2026. Holy fucking Toledo.
Christ is king.
Yeah, Christ is king. So, yeah. The relationship with the Clintons is they're his bitch because he's Trilateral Commission Rothschild. So when people say, like, this guy was the boss, he was the boss. Because when Rockefeller died, he was his toady.
You know, I did not know. So just so I make sure I have this right.
So he was essentially the boss of the Clintons.
Yeah. So, he was essentially upper management.
Right, exactly.
He wasn't the owner, he was upper management.
Yeah, he's upper management, right. Given that power by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers.
Who we already knew.
Run stuff.
Run everything.
Right.
We already know a portion of most of the world banking system.
And did you know the Rothschilds founded Israel? They financed and founded Israel. Back in 1948.
No kidding.
Yeah, he talked about that too. That's crazy, isn't it?
These people. Never ends with them.
It always comes back around and connect.
It never ends with them.
It always come back around and connect together.
Oh, I'm so tired of them. I've had enough. Listen, I've tried to keep it under control. We're on YouTube. We're gonna get banned if I keep doing this.
Oh my God.
But I've had enough of these people. Them's peoples. I'm so tired of it always coming back. And I'm so tired of it always being verifiable.
Yeah, I know, right?
Different wasn't always verifiable.
Right.
You know, so 1,000 people hate the same person. We've already been through that. I'm not doing this again. We're not doing this again, guys. I'm so sick of it.
Oh, goodness. We shall continue.
So Ghislaine basically founded the organizations, got the funding for the organizations, and Epstein controlled the purse strings.
Yes.
For the Clinton foundations. Wow. Okay.
That's right. He goes, Rothschilds, which funded on record the Rockefeller Federal Reserve. They set it up with his dad. They donated the land for the UN, San Francisco and New York. David Rockefeller wrote books. They set up the whole New World Order, baby. And this guy is the gopher. But anybody knows you're a gopher 20, 30 years. Boss dies. I already said this 5 times.
The guy.
This is fucking David Rockefeller, man. This is. So you ask the Clintons. Yeah, the Clintons are downstream from this. He was a Clinton's boss. Jeffrey Epstein was a Clinton's boss.
So what was like? So obviously they relied on him for funding. Ghislaine Maxwell actually founded and the
But not just
organization
the funding.
secured the money.
The funding comes in, and all the politicians are bought. They do what you say. The funding's secondary to the control.
So
Yeah,
just real
absolutely.
quick, just to
Absolutely.
interject here real quick. If I want to run in politics, I got to be a part of that system. Have to be. There's no way I could ease in by myself. Got to be a part of the system, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm not defending Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
Because he did make some jokes about kids, and I like Steve. He's very smart, and he's done a great job with the rebellions in Europe and everything. But he knows back when he's a financier, well, you go to the king. So they're like, why is Steve Bannon? But it's never about, other than like one email. It's all about money. And then the causes are good, which is crazy.
Why did he hold on to the interview so long?
Well, he never released it. Only 2 hours of 9 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why did he never release it? Like, he held on to it for
I think
years.
Epstein realized he shouldn't have said the things he said. Like, David Rockefeller recruited me when I was 30. And again, you want to hear about the British, but let's do Bill Barr first.
Sure, go for it.
Type
This is
in
crazy.
You know,
Bill,
this brings it all around, though. Just exactly what I've been saying for months. The main crime is not the child stuff or the murdering of kids or
no.
That's not the main crime. The main crime is massive coercion, blackmail, control, and fraud. Those are the main crimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great if we can get some pedos off the street. I'll agree, and I'm all about absolutely doing the most horrific things to them as well.
Most definitely.
But that's not the main crime.
Yeah, it's not
the main crime is these people controlling all the world governments through extortion, blackmail, bribery, forced control, threats of violence. This is the main crime.
Yes, that's the main crime.
Those are the people that have to be truly eliminated to fix the problem.
The problem is it's just so hard because just like Alex Jones said,
it's layered like an onion.
Not only is it layered like an onion, they set up the system. The Rothschilds set up our federal banking system. So what the money we exchange, the way we do our banking, that all came from them. So if they control the entire economic system,
they could just print $10 trillion tomorrow and screw us all.
Right, and then also it's hard to go against them or prosecute them because they can just make the whole thing collapse.
Which is what they would do if they were about to be hung.
Right, and that goes back into why Trump was saying, if I release all of this, the whole system will collapse.
Let it collapse.
No, I'm saying I agree with you, but I'm saying it makes sense with what he's saying because it ties back into the people that actually are at the top of this created the whole entire federal banking system.
So it will collapse. But here's the thing: if shit collapses, guess what? They don't own the guns.
No, they don't own the guns.
So if shit collapses, shit's most certainly going to get fixed.
Yeah,
it'll get ugly.
It'll get ugly, but
it'll get ugly. But I'm confident in my skills. So
it will get ugly.
Oh, all right.
It'd be Armageddon out here.
Back to it. Back to the insanity.
Barr's father, space relations. His name's
Bill Barr's father, space relations.
It's Donald Barr, but the point is,
we'll pull that up for you right now and get up.
So his dad is.
You on the wiki page or
whatever you want?
Okay.
So space relations.
You know who Bill Barr is, right? Yeah. Okay. So he's talking about his dad. The book his dad wrote.
Just pull space relations.
Bill Barr's father, space relations. Bills, please.
So Bill Barr.
Here it is, right here. Make it big so Alex can see it.
His dad is number 3 in the OSS in World War II.
Okay.
Whoa.
Like
former CIA.
Yeah, but that's like advising directly, Eisenhower. Okay. So and Churchill. So Bill Barr's dad, Donald Barr.
Yeah, it literally has space relations right there.
He
click Donald Barr. Click his thing.
He is number 3 in the OSS. This is declassified. Then high-level CIA. He runs a girls' school in New York.
Oh no!
And at like 20,
this is how Epstein got to start. Wait, listen to this.
5, they hired Jeffrey Epstein to work there.
Oh hell no!
No.
Then
the Dalton School, right? From them.
Dalton School.
Yeah.
5
math teacher.
Yeah. 5 years later, he's the representative of the head of the Toronto Commission. So it's all. So here's the deal.
It's nuts.
Bill Barr is the head, same as Jeffrey, the manager, it's declassified, of Iran-Contra. Because they kept it secret from Reagan.
No way.
He was say that one more time. He was the manager.
Bill Barr on record was CIA.
Yep.
And the main White House manager they kept secret from Reagan under George Herbert Walker Bush of Iran-Contra.
Oh my God. Okay.
So his dad runs the Dalton School. Then they hire Epstein. Then in 1991, they used the Somalis as the cutout of a bunch of billions of dollars.
Now listen to this. This ties back into the Somali thing. Listen to this here.
They used the Somalis as the cutout of a bunch of billions of dollars to ship them to Ohio, and they set up in Ohio a evergreen transportation that used to just be north of here, run by Oliver North, the CIA Air Force.
And what are we having problems with right now? Somali transportation.
No shit.
Of course. Okay.
It's money
Yes,
laundering.
yes.
It's
So-
more
so-
money
yes,
laundering.
there's a
but it's
CIA
not
based yes.
foreign.
Yeah.
It's not foreign like we thought, but they try to make it look like it was foreign.
They might be doing their bidding too.
It's a former back in the day.
Yeah, so he becomes, that's where they got all the seized planes, Maduro's, all of it up there. And so all of that, I just turned it the other day, leave it at that, I'll get to it later. So all of this is going on, and so that his dad publishes, whatever year it was, you can pull up Space Relations, a book about humans that work with aliens to kidnap human children on Earth to ship them to a planet for sex slavery and satanic torture.
Donald Barr, Bill Barr dad wrote a book like that
Who employs Jeffrey Epstein?
1970.
to an all-girl school.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. It's impossible. It's impossible to make this up. Oh,
And you know, and I did
this makes my brain hurt.
I did some research on this because it's very interesting because Google. Okay, so I did Gemini, and I asked it, does the book Space Relations, a select internal involve kidnapping children from Earth? So I said, no, the book does not center on the kidnapping children from Earth. Though it
Enslavement of
does.
human adults. It said
feature-
it said human adults because it was about kids, so it lied to you.
Right.
But put that in there so it wouldn't lie.
Right, so it's lying to me. Now, I did the same search in X, and watch this. Yes, the book, Space Relations, a slightly gothic intermediate tale by Donald Barr, who is a different sci-fi author, does involve the kidnapping of humans from Earth and as a part of its central plot element of slavery. The story is a space opera where protagonist John Craig, a diplomat, is captured by interplanetary pirates sold into slavery on the planet Kosar. Now it goes into key details from plot summaries.
Hey, winner.
The planet's rulers engage in this kidnapping based on slavery, often for sexual sadistic purposes. Specific scenes reference a 15-year-old female captive being raped by pirates en route, treated as property whose value is diminished. There are references to enslaved teenagers, including involvement in breeding programs / clinics to produce more slaves. The slavery includes elements of child/teen exploitation with descriptions of sexual assault on minors and forced breeding. So X was a lot more truthful than Google. It was just interesting. I wanted to show you that.
And this is the other thing I've been saying for months. Grok is the only one you can really use if you're looking for information. If you're trying to make a pretty picture, or you can use the others. But if you're actually searching for information, you can't use the others. And this AI shit, you have to be so careful with how you ask it questions. You have to ask it in multiple different ways.
Yes.
Don't just use AI and expect to get your answer.
Yeah, you definitely won't get
You need
it.
to ask in ways which you have to box it in.
Right.
And if you don't box it in, it'll tell you whatever it wants to continue feeding you misinformation.
Yeah, it will.
And I'm sure X does it too. Or Grok, I'm sure Grok does it as well.
Yeah, so on some topics, yeah.
But it's selective. And I think the topics that I'm typically searching in, which is crazy stuff like this,
X will do the best.
X will do the best.
Yeah.
Grok.
But I just thought it was interesting how Google was kind of trying to hide it a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder who's drinking that baby blood.
All right.
23.
Yep.
So this number 3 in OSS writes a science fiction book about intergalactic sex slavery of human little boys and girls. And his son is the head of the Iran-Contra liaison. And then he hires Jeffrey Epstein, and 5 years later becomes the head of the Trilateral Commission.
Wow. Wow.
Now we're getting it, because these old men need an energetic guy that'll do what they fucking tell them.
Yeah. So
He's a young gun.
I see what you're saying. Young guy, gopher. I'll do it. I'll make it happen, etc. Because I always thought it was weird
And
how
I'll deliver all you old men, all the girls you want to screw.
Yeah.
He was like a promoter in Miami Club.
Yeah.
He brings all the girls.
Well, if you listen to him speak, he's actually very well spoken and very charismatic. And he's very smart. Even though, and he's like, you could tell he's a very good, he has a New York accent like that. And he's a bullshitter, but the guy's charming. I could see why.
Well, they got to pick somebody.
Yeah.
And so And I remember like 20 years ago, I'd interview experts on Rockefeller, and he would just do test scores. And they do these psychological tests and stuff. That you'd have, we're going to give you a scholarship. But we do all these Minnesota multiphasics and stuff. And then you'd be in Wisconsin or wherever, and David Rockefeller would be in the line at the cafeteria. I said, we'd like you to come work for us. It's like the Pink Floyd song, "Have a cigar, son. You're going to go far. You're going to live forever." So, yeah, I mean, the point is all the pieces have gone crystal clear.
But because it's not like he went to Harvard. It's not like he went to Yale. He didn't go to any of these elite institutions. I don't even think he has a college degree.
Yeah,
like,
no degree. And he's the head guy at a girls' school.
Yeah.
And now,
why did they pick him?
5 years later, he's the head of the Tribunal Commission.
Because
why did they pick him? Like, why did he? Was it because he was the girl guy? Like, he could get them women? Like,
it was because he's a pedophile.
Okay.
Whoa.
No.
Here's why they picked him. Because he was already doing things that they could blackmail him for.
That was God.
They already had the power over him because of the things that he had done on camera that they had gotten copies of. They already had power over him. He got roped in, and there you have it. That's what happened.
And also, since he's a pedophile, he can also compromise other people to be pedophiles
without having a moral blockade to stop him from committing these atrocities.
Yeah, he had no moral compass at all.
Right. So the fact that he had no moral compass, he was the perfect candidate. No moral compass. They already had blackmail on him. They already had shit they could drag him through the mud and put him in prison long term for. And he was money hungry, and honestly, if you go watch the interviews of him, he's kind of like
smooth talker.
I mean, and this isn't me saying anything negative about the people that I associate with, but he speaks and handles himself in conversation and in dialogue the same way that the older gentlemen that I hang out with do. Like, he's the type of older guy that I had an affinity for, would have been drawn to, would have looked to for like advice or like, or for connections, like he has that same personality as these men that I use for connections.
Yeah.
Use. That's a highly improper way of putting it. I'm not using anyone. We have a relationship where we like each other.
Yeah, but it's like networking.
Yeah, it's networking.
Like networking.
But he is the kind of man that I would have been drawn to.
Yeah, because the way he carries, the way he speaks, he's very charismatic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, he was definitely handpicked by the most powerful families in the world to be their spokesperson.
Man, you might have just ruined my day.
I
don't even know. You know what? We had these notes that I was gonna go over. I think that's the episode, guys. I think that's gonna wrap it up. No, I don't know.
That's great. I know it's crazy.
I don't know. You got me a whole new rabbit hole to go down. My whole week is gonna be wasted doing research about this interview. Great job, Elvin. I'm gonna have a boring week.
Yeah, I told you, that was a fantastic interview. He did a really good job on that.
That interview is going to cause my legs to go numb on the shitter at least 4 times this week.
Yeah, I was hooked on it when I first saw it. I was like, wow.
That is crazy. Well, I now I just don't even feel like anything I talk about is going to be worth a while. But I guess let's get into it, guys. Let's do the next topic.
What do you have for us?
Let me hide in the shadows.
Hide in
the shadows of this monolith topic you picked this week. All right, guys, back to New York City. Back to New York City. Okay. Back to Zoran Mamdani. For those of you who haven't been following us, Democrat Socialist Zoran Mamdani took office January 1st of this year. He has a largely different approach to politics and how he's going to run the city as previous mayors, and it is leading to death. And I don't know how else to put it, guys. It's leading to death. So let's just get into this. He's upon taking office, he pulled this hands-off approach with homelessness. He's got these rent freezes, these subsidize everything, let the streets become open air camps for hanging out and sleeping and living, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is not compassion. This isn't compassion for the homeless or the people who aren't well off. This is chaos.
Yeah.
And it is endangering the homeless population, the most vulnerable population in the city other than children, obviously.
Definitely.
So what is the policy that is causing this death that he's created? What are these deaths? How many? What is the policy? So the policy that's changing it, he has reversed effective policies from Mayor Eric Adams' era. He ended the routine sweeps of homeless encampments. So previously they would, the winter storm is coming. It's going to be cold. People are going to die. They sweep the homeless encampments. They force them to go inside. It's not a maybe you should come inside. It's you got to come. Come on. We got to get your ass in here before you.
Right.
It would say, oh, well, that's not freedom. You're taking it. Controlling people, whatever. It's you can make all these arguments, but at the end of the day, when you move to the policy that Mamdani has now, let's go ask these homeless people who are strung out on heroin and fentanyl and meth. Let's go ask them if they want to get off the street where their drugs are located and come to this hotel where they won't be able to have drugs. They'll be monitored. They'll be watched, etc. They're all going to say no. They're addicts. They're either addicts or they have mental issues. These people are not in the right mind to say yes or no. It's too cold. I might die. They're not in the right mind. So
they're not.
Let's move on. He scrapped the requirement, as I said, for chronicless homeless to access shelters. Instead, it's voluntary outreach with single room units, but only if people want them. Former New York City Controller Scott Stringer said, when it's 7 degrees, you get everyone in a safe place. He was pretty irate about what happened. So let's go into this winter death toll that has been created by Mayor Mamdani. In the most recent freeze there at the end of January, moving into February, they had 18 people died on the streets of New York City. 18 people.
Man.
That's pretty high. Nationwide, the storm only killed 40 people.
Jeez.
So, that cold...
Yeah, that's really high.
That cold spell came all the way here to Florida. We had freezing day after freezing day after freezing day in North Florida.
Yep.
So all across the country, 40 people died, but 18 of them were within one city, New York City. Moving forward, New York City typically sees 10 to 20 hypothermia deaths annually amongst the homeless. 2023, it was 11. I couldn't find the numbers for last year. The 2005 to 2022 averages were 19 deaths per year on the streets from this. Achieving the same death count of a full year in one winter storm. Do you think this is going to be the only winter storm in New York City this year?
No, absolutely not.
No, they're going to have 10, 12, 14 winter storms.
It's New York City. Yeah, definitely.
We got 18 deaths just off one storm.
Jeez.
Guys, this isn't climate change. Climate change. Weather patterns are crazy. No, we have these weather patterns every year. This is a direct result of abandoning these encampment clears. This is a direct result. Involuntary shelters. This is a direct result of getting rid of them. These people, when they need the protection of the government most, when they're in their most mental frail points, they're being abandoned.
Yeah, they are
being abandoned, and this is the socialist policies that he's pushing that are going to ruin the city. Well, the city's already
ruined,
but it's going to make it worse.
Make it a lot worse. Yeah.
All right, the bigger picture here. I guess progressive policies, they sound nice in thought. They sound nice. They sound helpful. We don't want to boss these people around, but in practice, they're killing people. Yeah. Killing people. End of story. His agenda, his policy has been the result, or it is the reasoning for the result. The reason these people are dead. Mental illness, addiction, they need treatment, not autonomy in sub-zero temperatures. They need treatment. So I guess these aren't human statistics we're giving out. These are human lives lost to an ideology which is socialism. This is a trend. We know socialism is a killer. We know that. So this isn't the statistics, 18 people more. No, this is death due to ideology. So what's next? More taxes for them to fix the fallout. More taxes.
Oh yeah, he definitely gonna try to raise that.
He
definitely gonna try to raise.
It's only gonna get worse. He's gonna use this as a reason to tax people more, to take more money away from those who are working for it, and to give more to those who are dying in the streets because they're on drugs and they're too stupid to go inside. So, week after week, we're just going to continually see the failures of his administration.
Definitely.
And I know this.
Oh,
because
definitely.
this is what we watch with socialism everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's been like that all across the world, all across history. Every time socialism is implemented, it ends up like that. But people keep voting for it, so I don't know.
So, do you think that people are, so the average New Yorker, do you think they're not exposed to this information of 18 people dying when that's far more than the normal? Do you think it's a case of not being exposed to relative information, or do you think it's more of a case of, how do they refer to it? What is it? Suicidal empathy, or it's almost like I guess suicidal empathy is more like a white people thing where they want to help everybody, but this is kind of like, this is empathy, homicidal empathy, I guess.
Okay. I think they're exposed to it. I just think they don't really put two and two together because they love their party so much until they kind of blind to what's going on.
Kind
of like in denial, I would say.
I mean, it takes a special, I guess.
Kind of like in denial. Like said, like a woman in an abusive relationship, the guy beats on her and she knows the guy no good for her. Other people tell her to get out of the relationship, but she's so in denial.
It's a great analogy.
That she can't really see truly what's going on.
That is a sound analogy. Very sound. So I guess, guys, let us know what you think. What do you think the next big situation of failures is going to be from him? Let's get in the prediction booth, see if we can start... See if we can get ahead of the game this time. I should have known this was coming.
Oh yeah. There'll be more.
There will be more. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. Got a special topic for you today. We're gonna dive back into a Christian topic. And it's I was at work one day and I have a pastor that works for me. And I was explaining to him this comment that I had received on YouTube about one of our videos. And it was the video that had the F you, the F you, the F you, where we kept.
Oh, okay, I know you're talking about.
And someone said to me, you're not being, we look forward to you coming to Christ, or what something. They basically said you're not a Christian. We look forward to you joining. And I responded back, giving my examples of why cursing isn't a non-Christian thing, why it's not a sin, how the same tactics were used by the disciples themselves. They used harsh speech to display their points, etc. I went over that person, and I kind of explained this to my pastor buddy, and he gave me a really good point of view. And he said, Jonathan, what you're not realizing is that you may be the only Bible another person ever gets to read. So, a lot of people don't pick up their Bible. They don't read it. They look into the world for examples of Christianity, and then they make their judgment of Christianity, of Christians, and of the book and of Christ based on how some of us act. And I've come to realize this is a big weakness of mine. So, let me share in my weakness with you guys, and we'll all try and grow a little bit. Let's see. I guess in a world where folks are skeptical of organized religion and turned off by hypocrisy, how we act, speak, stand might be the only glimpse of Scripture someone ever receives. Not calling for us to shrink from evil, to back down from controversy. We need to be bringing a bold, authentic faith that draws people to Christ through example. And I guess unpacking the core truth. As I said, you are a living Bible in a post-Christian culture. So what I mean by that is, we used to be a culture focused highly on Christianity. You were exposed to that book more than any other book. We're kind of past that in our country. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but we're past that in this country.
Yeah, a little more secular now.
So you may be the only Scripture that a person gets to read, that they're exposed to. So, I guess every day as you're talking to your neighbors, strangers, if your Bible or your words, your actions, your presentation is full of hatred, full of anger, judgment, inconsistency, you may be slamming the door on those possible converts. And, we're called first and foremost to bring more to Christ. So that's something I really need to work on more myself. Some gospel to back it up. 2 Corinthians 3:2-3. You yourselves are a letter of recommendation, written on our hearts, to be known and ready by all. And you show that you are a letter from Christ, delivered by us, not written not with ink, but with the Spirit of a living God. So I guess that leads me to think about how the media twists our views as Christians to alienate voters and make them stay away from us. We almost, by not giving a good representation of Christ and Christians, we're doing the job for them. We're turning people away without the darkness even having to do work. You know, we're doing it through our own words and actions. So I guess why this matters so much now, you know, we have these huge culture battles going on in America. You know, culture battles, and all of that comes down to right versus wrong, Christian versus pagan or unchristian or whatever you want to call it. So if you're the only Bible and a person reads your harsh rant or your hypocritical stance, it may confirm their biases in faith. And, you know, this is where I'm real weak. I go on the internet and somebody says something real stupid, and you know me.
Yeah, you gotta
really
hit back.
I really like my Facebook hitbacks. So that's a big weakness of mine. Like, I go on the attack. I say some things that aren't nice. I might not call somebody stupid, but I make them feel very stupid. And I just think that I've been presenting myself as a Christian in the wrong way.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I'm going to be perfect, and I'm not going to say this is going to get handled this year. I'm going to get better.
That's something you're going to work on over
Something I'm going to work on over time.
Okay.
You know, I guess let's continue on to scripture. Peter 2:12 says, "Keep your conduct among Gentiles honorable, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day of visitation." So I guess the real world logic for that is we need to win hearts over by implementing family values, not just preaching them, but embodying our existence, our life, showing them, living the values that we regularly preach. You know, we have to get rid of this interpretation that Christians are bigots. You know, we see that online every day, man. You know, people want to call Christians hypocrites. People want to call Christians bigots. These are the standard attacks. And I guess from their point of view, that's how we look. And they're missing the point that we're never going to be perfect. We're always going to make mistakes. We're never going to represent Christ perfectly.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Right. So, but in these times of debate, argument, discussion, we could do a better job, and it's really not hard. You know, it's really not hard to not turn that person away. You can correct, you can go to battle with the Lord's armor, but you can do it in a way that's not going to turn others away from faith. Let's see, what other do I have to talk about here? Let's go. Ephesians 4:15 says, "Speaking the truth in love, we are able to grow up in a way into him who is the head, into Christ." So the practical thinking on that one is, in conservative circles, we admire people like Reagan.
Okay.
You know, or most do. He stood against tyranny, but he did it with optimism.
Right.
He wasn't negative. He wasn't always attacking others. He did it in a really positive manner. And I don't do that. I just simply, I don't do it. I don't go on the attack in a positive way that represents Christ well.
I see.
So I guess some daily habits that we could all work on to kind of help us get through this, do a better job with it. I guess we all need to be doing self-checks. So double reading your comments, thinking before you speak, thinking before you act. Is your conduct clear? Is what you've written an attractive read? Does it display a Christian point of view? If it doesn't, it's really no point in posting it. Because at the end of the day, our number one goal isn't to influence someone's politics. We're very rarely going to be able to change someone's mind politically, regardless.
Yeah, but I think it is hard to change people's mind on.
Yeah, we're culture. We're a tribal people again.
Yeah, definitely.
We've
really
gone
tribal.
back 1,000 years, and we're back into tribalism. So
yeah.
And I don't know that we ever left it. That just may be a bright take on history.
Yeah, I don't think we ever left it. It is interesting though that us regular people, we're very tribalistic. But it's interesting when you move up the ladder and you get more into the elite category. They're not at all.
They're or they are, but the has or the is and is nots are the rich and the unrich versus black and white or gay and straight,
or even Republican and Democrat.
Right.
It's very interesting.
North and south,
but they push the tribalism onto us, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
So I think we could, even if we aren't
because they know there's power in numbers. So if they keep us separate in tribalism, we'll never go against them.
Right. We're too busy. Yeah, I guess that's a common trope, keep them busy fighting amongst themselves so they can't fight you.
Mm-hmm.
No, keep your enemies close, all that.
Yeah.
So I guess moving forward, just as we prep for elections, you know your facts. You also need to be prepped for life. Prep for life with your actions and faith.
Mm-hmm.
Smile at the person at the grocery store, be kind to your cab driver, if you're on the street, say hello to people, just be wearing a smile and avoid pitfalls that were going to make you look performative or that will scream hypocrite to other people, let your integrity shine, quietly. We don't have to be loud. Just let overcome your skeptics one at a time through your smile, through your faith, through your love.
Yeah.
And once again, that does not mean you're not a warrior for Christ. That doesn't mean you don't call out evil, or you don't call out lies, or you don't call out immorality or abortion or any of these things. You still call out all these things, but we need to be doing it in a less, and I don't want to say violent with our words because I hate when the left does that.
Yeah, I know.
But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get.
We need to be more kind with our words when we're doing it. And if you think about it, one life, if you affect one person, your smile changes one person, or the way you comment changes one person's ideals on Christianity, and it brings them to faith. How many people could they possibly bring to faith? So, it's this tree that just continually grows. And it all grows because your readable Bible, which is you, is it's readable, it's real, it's authentic, it's not fake. You're attempting to live it, so you get that ripple effect, and you just changing the way you handle it, the way I handle it, that could convert dozens of people, maybe hundreds of people, maybe even thousands. Who knows how widespread it could be? So I guess my call to action here is to shine bright, warriors in Christ. Don't shy away from the fights, but fight them in a way that Christ would fight them. I guess a cool thing to be is let guys in the comments if you have had times where you have either fallen short of this idea or done well with it. Comment and give us some information. I'd like to just hear back from you. Hear about the times that you've been successful in changing someone's heart because you approached the situation with a Christian-like mentality rather than trying to smite someone or tear them down or beat them up. I think some of those good stories would be good for me to hear. So I would please give me some of these because I need some encouragement in this, guys. I really do. And I know that some other people are probably struggling with it as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for the day. Short episode. Not a lot going on. Maybe we'll bomb Iran by next week.
Maybe I'll have something to talk about with Iran next week. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But, as we approach... one more thing, guys. As we approach elections, I know that I've been really highlighting Florida only.
Oh, okay.
A lot of you guys have governor races coming up. We're currently watching Virginia melt down because of the selections they made in their governor race.
Man.
Guys, get informed about your governor races. Get informed about your midterm races with your congressional members, with your senators. Please be taking time to do research on candidates and not just AI searches because you're going to get manipulated. Put in a little bit of legwork.
Yeah.
Let's be more responsible with our civic duty.
Definitely, that's good.
That's
a
how
good
I
one.
am.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Peace.